Talk with any veteran trailer mechanic, and more than likely, they will be able to tell you about a tire inflation incident that they either had or witnessed. Most cases resulted in just a reality check. For some, it resulted in serious injury or death. The integrity of an inflated tire should never be taken for granted. These tires have been over thousands of miles of terrain, and structural damage causing weaknesses do occur. It is this reason that proper tire safety should always be observed. All employees that service truck or trailer tires and wheel assemblies must be trained according to this OSHA standard. This would include the mounting, demounting, inflation, deflation, installation, removal, and handling of tires. This video will cover the safety procedures necessary for tire inflation. As always, proper personal protective equipment should always be worn during this process. This would include proper eye and hearing protection. Tires that have been dismounted must always be inflated in an inflation safety cage. Inflation safety cages must be certified so that they meet OSHA standards. This can be verified by the labeling on the cage. This would also include the portable inflation safety cages found on our service vehicles. Tires should never be inflated on the floor or within 3 feet of any solid surface. Safety cages should be freestanding and a minimum of 3 feet away from any object. In addition, a safety cage should never be permanently mounted to the floor or near a wall. This is so the energy can dissipate or be released to prevent failure of the bars in the event of a tire explosion. When using a safety cage, the operator and all persons should remain out of the trajectory area during inflation. Trajectory is any potential path or route that a rim or wheel component may travel during an explosive separation or the sudden release of pressurized air. Do not stick your hands, feet, or any other body part into the safety inflation cage during inflation until the rim and tire assembly has been inspected to ensure all components are properly seated and locked in place. Tire inflation must be controlled from a safe distance using an extension air hose, an inline pneumatic tire inflator gauge, and a snap-on air chuck. Tires must not be inflated more than inflation pressure indicated on the tire sidewall. Remember, a tire that is underinflated by 20% of its recommended pressure is considered a flat tire. When inflating a tire that is mounted, an extension air hose, an inline pneumatic tire inflator gauge, and a snap-on air chuck need to be used. In addition, all lug nuts need to be fully tightened. The operator and all persons must stay out of the trajectory when tires are being inflated. If a failure does happen to occur during a tire inflation, you will be able to tell your own story of how by following the proper safety procedures, a dangerous incident was prevented.